Is Neto correct?
Okay, I'll host them.
Ah. Starlord has a higher elo than Neto right now. Congratulations.
That's great. Good job, Starlord, on that high elo. It is mostly meaningless.
He recently reached elo hero, so yeah, congrats.
Congrats.
Alright.
Let's go!
Let's play some Cymanti. Oh, should we deafen them? I know. Can you do that?
I will deafen them, yes.
Alright.
Alright, players, are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna deafen you.
Okay.
Starlord isn't muted. I'm wondering if he might start talking to himself. I kind of want to mute him, but I'm also morbidly curious.
Alright, Cymanti, how's this look?
We'll start off with the 2 fungi, they're guaranteed, but nothing more than that. A lot of the times if you want to go into a more, wow, right off the bat going into the corner. The corner is always a safe place to go, but there aren't any resources telling them about a village down in that south corner. Yeah, 2 very opposite approaches to this with where they're moving their shaman right away.
Why do their colors look the same?
Was popping.
One is yellow and one is green. I'm not sure what's confusing about this at all. Oh, the turn 1 explorer. This had been popular quite a while ago, but not so much anymore.
Oh, I saw that the last bullet someone did, a Cymanti did a T0 explorer.
Well, maybe it's just me who doesn't think it's good. Where is he going to send this warrior? Southwest or southeast? Yeah.
Nice.
Now, a big difference here, just in the resources they've been getting, is that you've got at least the 1 animal on his capital, which helps him in picking up hunting into forestry, especially with the second city having as many animals as it does. It lends itself to a strategy of picking up centipedes earlier on. And maybe playing less aggressively, playing more economically for a better position. Whereas the resources just don't lend themselves to that in Neto's position. They are just slightly worse, but that's enough to, I think, dissuade him from going into that. Or at least make it significantly less effective than it is for Starlord right here.
Oh, what do you think? Is he going to be able to keep that center city? Is Neto going to be able to keep it?
Right now, absolutely. I think his problem is he may have problems with the ruin depending on how aggressively Starlord plays here. But I'd guess that Starlord either just picks up hunting now or just grabs that fungi on his capital.
Yeah, the fungus would make sense because then he can upgrade it later. But hunting, oh, riding. Oh, he took riding.
I'm going to abandon the. Now, this might give Neto some problems in the middle of the map here. Of course, Starlord does need some vision in order to have a reason to go for the middle of the map here. But if he pulls all of his units and just sends them into Neto's position, Neto has a difficult time defending this city easily. And it's not an impossible task, it's just something that will cause problems for him.
He didn't take a tech, he just got the fungus. Interesting.
Yeah, second city fungus is... I'm not sure what tech Neto would want to pick up, but that second city fungus just goes ahead, grabs him an extra 2 stars per turn, or maybe gets very, very important vision on his opponent.
They still haven't met, right? They don't... Not officially, right? They didn't meet units yet.
No, they do not have vision on each other. Yeah, he's going to slide in here, take the star trade, and then retreat his hexapod, I'm sure.
He's not going to go for the ruin?
No, that just gets killed immediately there.
Ah, he
He's
found
not
it.
retreating it, but he's pushing it for more expansion.
And he'll be able to take that village in the west.
He hopes to. It seems unlikely that Neto's able to stop him while Starlord has this attack on his second city. But it did end up moving into Neto's vision, so I'm pretty sure... I'm not sure, actually, if Neto's going to take a Workshop or Explorer on this city. Now that he has the Star Trade. Explorer, okay. Now, this is why I didn't expect him to take that Capital Explorer, because he has great vision on the map, but
Yeah.
it is really punishing to his economy.
No, but Neto has
he hasn't picked up
perfect.
any techs earlier. He's just very behind in development.
But Neto has perfect vision, and Neto has hexapods, whereas Starlord still doesn't have any writing. Oh no, he just got it, it looks like.
The opposite.
Oh, you're right. I got them confused.
Neto's the one without hexapods.
You did that the other game. Do you remember when you got them confused?
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing confusing. One of them is yellow, and the other is light green, of course. They both look... They're yellow. They're...
The color's messing me up. It's hard.
He has perfect vision. He just has a hard time, I think, defending this city. And even if he, is able to... Whoa! Advancing that shaman. Alright, that's... Explorer! Oh, goodness. It is useful vision, absolutely, but,
Oh, but it didn't reveal the capital. It didn't quite go all the way.
Yeah. It's nice to have that vision, for sure. It's just that... I mean, I'm looking at this, and... I think that Starlord had a very nice way to just play for very positionally. He would be up a city. He has the better resources. Just playing like slow economically, squeezing out the position until it's impossible for Neto to play. And that's all he really had to do. The only reason I think it's strange that he isn't is that these more aggressive plays usually come with more risk. That he has to turn his attack into something concrete, like, taking a city from his opponent. Otherwise, Neto is able to play defensively and positionally.
Why did he move his shaman up? That seems risky, no?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems there's nowhere it can go that's safe from this hexapod.
But he did it so he could boost more units, like that, yeah.
Yeah, but now I think he just loses his shaman. No matter where it goes, it's in range of that hexapod.
Ah, he's running out of time! Quick!
Normally you would be able to just slide a unit in front of his shaman, but there's no unit in range. He can't kill the hexapod either. I think he just ends up losing his shaman here.
Yeah, and once you lose your
probably
shaman,
the game with it. I mean, he was already in a weaker position just because of being down a city and the poorer resources. But now that he's also going to be down a shaman, I'm not seeing what his play is here. Like, there's no easy way to get a centipede.
Well, he hasn't
he can't really play slowly down a city.
He hasn't lost it yet. We'll see what happens. Maybe he has some trick up his sleeve.
Okay, he just buys riding now. Maybe he's... He just boosts and sacrifices the shaman. He does allow for a capital siege, but I don't think it's worth it to siege the capital one turn when you could just kill the shaman.
Bye-bye, shaman. It's nice knowing you.
Yeah, moving that... He sent out his shaman southwest, which was, very reserved, calm move, trying to keep it safe. And then he started playing with a lot of warriors, not getting riding early on, trying to go for the city upgrades. And then he makes this move that's completely opposite of that strategy of moving his shaman forward, which, as we saw, just ended up getting it killed. I mean, Starlord's been playing incredibly aggressively the entire time. I think Neto needed to notice that was happening, and probably not move up to shaman.
He ran out of time, but it looks
Starlord
like
is struggling on the clock, even though
Yeah.
he does have more time every turn with more units in more cities.
But he got the boost in time, just barely under the wire.
Yeah, I think he really wanted to. I mean, he's having a difficult time upgrading his cities, or like keeping the stars for that. It's just that if he'd a little more maximizing, I guess, in the way he was approaching his city upgrades, he would just have more stars to get the more city upgrades later while he affords all his units. The clock is definitely a big pressure cooker on Starlord. Another explorer.
Oh wow!
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah. They have a very balanced. They each have. No, I was going to say each have 3 cities, but no. Neto has 4. But Starlord has.
Starlord has 4.
Am I getting them confused again?
I mean, the thing is, if it were Neto's turn here, that would be one thing. But he is down like that one turn of initiative. The Starlord gets to move his units around here. The thing is, Neto is defending and in a position where he's down cities and down economy, which makes it very difficult for him.
Neto has 4 cities, and Starlord has 3.
Neto is in the south.
Neto is in the south. Yes. My bad. These colors are driving me nuts. But look at all those boosted units. Shoot. How many has he got? 6?
I think he could launch like a absolutely devastating attack on the second city, but he's deciding that he just wants to absolutely ruin Neto's day. Instead of attacking, he's just keeping his units back and making it impossible for Neto to advance his position at all. Starlord looks at this, he says, "You have absolutely no way that you can attack me. If you choose to attack me, I will destroy every unit you possess, quickly and easily, and then I will, win having 5 cities against your 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to... So, Neto can't attack, and he's just going to, finish him off, like, just keep sieging him, taking away what little income he has. Yeah, he's just going in for the kill here.
Yeah, oh, there
this
it
siege
is.
won't... Yeah, Neto recognizes that
Neto's about to
there's
give
no
up. Alright, wow.
here.
It's all about keeping your shaman safe, right?
Absolutely.
Alright, good game. Yay, Cymanti!
Alright, the next game is Imperius. Go ahead, I'm deafing them real quickly. Congratulations on the first game, well played. The next game, Neto hosts, and it is Imperius. Good luck. I was trying to say something.
Say something in Russian.
Привет.
До свидания.
До свидания. Where are you leaving? We're just getting started.
He's playing another game? Going off to play some game.
My issue is, in speaking English, I never say goodbye. It's always see you later. But do svidania is much more fun to say than do skora.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Imperious time. Oh, look at all those fruits.
Oh, good. He's got the level 3 right off the bat. Oh. Now, it is a little bit of a double-edged sword.
But
just
look at
because...
Starlord. If he does a border expansion, he can get so many fruit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The fruits are like indicating villages everywhere. That's one of the nice things about playing as Imperious is that you always have you have a perfect village radar for your resources. Since if you see a field tile or something that isn't a resource, a mountain or forest, there's no chance of a village. Ooh, that's incredibly unfortunate. Another thing about locating villages for resources, you can do a lot of complicated math in order to mathematically determine the probability of a village based on the rules of the game, or you can remember the two basic rules. The more rare the resource, more likely a village. The more resources there are, the more likely a village is. So seeing those free fruits there and no villages,
Yeah.
that's gotta hurt.
That's very disappointing. You would think there's a village there. I mean, there's one a little bit farther, but he's got to keep going. Whereas
I'm a little surprised that Neto didn't decide to go for a triple warrior start. Now, granted, it does look like he really... Okay, he's going for a rider now.
yeah, because
He's
he
just-
had enough fruit to go to the upgrade the capital. It makes sense.
Yeah, those 5 fruit starts are kind of a double-edged sword. They help you out early game by getting to level 3. But you'd rather have animal tiles if you're going for... or farms, or something like that. That gives you 2 population if you're going for a giant. So maybe later on, when the one player who has more like animals, like goes into forestry or has mines or some such tech, they are able to just pull out the giant. It doesn't seem like that's possible for either here. And Starlord seems to have gotten the short end of the stick because he does not have the great resources to get a giant, but he's 1 fruit short of getting that level 3 capital right away.
Yeah, and you could see Starlord was, I don't know, a little upset at meeting Neto when he's like, I wanted that village! That's mine!
Yeah. I'm not entirely surprised that he went riding. I think it's definitely the standard you'll see for
Yeah.
Imperious players.
It makes sense, because like you
and-
said, he didn't have other resources around his capital, so going for riding, yeah, it's going to be the right move for him.
I was just wondering about Starlord with his second city. Hunting seems fantastic for him. Just getting that level 3 finally on his capital, and also barring on the best way to get
Yeah,
an upgrade on his second city.
yeah, he can he can upgrade his capital, and there's a lot of forests in that second city.
I'm wondering if he might try to go all in, buy roads here,
Oh,
and siege.
he
The siege
did!
is not going to work.
He got roads! He got roads!
Yeah, he's going to go for the siege here. And look, he says, look, I don't need hunting. It gets me 1 population in both my cities, so do roads. But roads also get me the siege. The problem is the siege does not hold here.
Yeah, Neto can
Neto has
unsiege.
the riders. He has the firepower to
He can
break it.
unsiege, and then he can bounce. Can he bounce to the ruins? I think he can, if he wants.
Yeah,
to.
he can bounce to the ruin, but he could only bounce to the ruin with a 5 health rider. Which would get killed immediately
Yeah.
by the Starlord's full health warrior.
So he probably won't be able to keep it. Yeah, he bounced somewhere else. Makes sense. Oh, but he can. Can he go there now? No, the forests are blocking his path.
Yep. Starlord is able to siege again on this next turn. However, he faces the same problem where Neto unsieges. Yeah, he trains another rider wisely instead of going for the
But sometimes
second
it's
city upgrade.
sometimes it's
Oh, it
worth
looks like
to
he's-
siege.
He's going for another siege. He can block with his rider, but it's not enough.
But sometimes it's worth it just to deny your opponent the income and keep him on the defense, you know?
Yeah, he is denying 2 stars worth of income, and at the cost of his entire game, he has nothing. After the siege doesn't hold, Neto is just up a city. He's able to expand out into the west. Also, probably take up that village in the north, and he's just got higher level cities, as well as he was able to kill Starlord's entire like every single one of his units now.
Could Neto unsiege and bounce it to his capital? Did he leave it? Oh, he doesn't have vision on the capital.
He doesn't have vision. Otherwise, he doesn't have enough for roads though. So.
Oh, and I thought he was going to run out of time.
And there's a warrior there.
I thought he was going to run out of time and leave this capital open, but he got it.
Yeah. I mean, Starlord has absolutely nothing to show for his roads in this position. The siege didn't work out. He has one unit compared to the giant army Neto has. Sure, he can kill this rider here, but there's not much for him to even do in this position. He can train like 2 warriors. I think he has to in order to just not get sieged, so he can't even upgrade.
Oh, population! What? Can he get a giant with that? I don't see.
Not quite yet. If he gets another city and some roads, or roads and farming, I think his most efficient route to a giant is just capturing another city and buying roads to connect all 3.
He doesn't even need a giant, though. He's going to have more cities. He can make more units and just do riders and take it.
He does have this nice rider he seems to be wanting to promote to a veteran. He gets warrior on this. Okay, a rider. Yeah, that works.
Can he siege can he siege the capital now? I think he can.
It depends on how Starlord does this turn.
How he positions.
I mean, like if Starlord moves his warrior forwards, trains another one, he'll be fine. But
yeah, and Neto would need roads
for this turn.
Neto would need roads, but he might get it next time. Yeah, like you said, he moved it up.
Yeah, I think Neto's been placing his riders in a kind of odd spots. Like how he just got 2 of his 5 health riders killed. I think it was not truly necessary, but I'm not sure what he gained from it.
Maybe he's just playing
I
fast.
think it was maybe just the clock, yeah.
Just playing fast. Sometimes you don't have time to think through all this stuff really carefully.
And Neto can go ahead and get this rider to a veteran now. Can kill with something else too. Yeah, kill with the warrior, get it 2 free kills. Then he can kill his warrior by the capital. Oh, he's gonna siege with the veteran like this. Yeah, much better, Neto.
Nice. Nice. Oh,
yeah. There's nothing to play for Starlord here. He cannot unsiege this village. His capital is going to be completely surrounded.
Yep, there it is. Resigning. He resigned. Good. That was great, though. Good game. Excellent. Good plays.
Well played, well played. Fantastic game. It is now Starlord's turn to host again, and it will be an Oumaji game. Yep, wrapped 1-1. Starlord takes a point with Sim. Neto strikes back in the Imperious game. I'm surprised. It's late for Neto and early for Starlord now. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would say they're bad resources, but really they're just quite typical for Oumaji.
Yeah, Oumaji economy is not strong. That's not why you play this tribe.
Pushes it out straight into the center. Now we do, knowing what we know about where Starlord's spawn is and how vulnerable this rider is, that seems crazy, but he's kind of, I think Neto's plan there was just, I hope that he won't be as crazy as I am, going straight for the center and making myself so vulnerable. And it's worked out immediately.
I mean, going for the center is a bold play, but usually to win tiny maps, you gotta get the center. You got to. Or at least deny your opponent the center if nobody gets it.
Yeah. Even if you're not playing actively for the center, well, I'm terrified of that play.
You're terrified.
Neto can siege his capital and win the game this next turn.
Oh, is he gonna do it?
I think he might, just go for the ruin and step on the
Yeah.
village.
Well, he didn't have vision of the capital, so he couldn't see it.
Yeah, he couldn't see that he had that play, but there was the path where his 10 Elf Rider moves to the forest, attacks, his 4 Elf Rider goes twice east, kills it, and the now 10 health, now 8 health rider,
Yeah, but he wouldn't have
now
known,
that he has vision.
But he wouldn't have known there's a rider there or any of that, so now he might figure
He
it
would
out.
have known the rider was there because it bounced off of him. He would have also had good reason to expect that the capital was open because, it's Oumaji.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the stars for the capital upgrade in third unit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not really a crime to not notice something. And I think Neto has the exact same problem here, where he's like, oh shoot, I don't have any stars. What am I going to do about my open capital?
Typical Oumaji, right?
So it looks like Starlord's just going to... I think Neto sees the open capital and he's like, I shouldn't have taken that ruin. I really shouldn't have taken that ruin.
Hindsight is beautiful, but in the moment, it's hard to see that.
So, I can't actually remember if a 2 health rider kills a 4 health. I'm sure it does. It feels like it should be possible. But I also have the feeling that it could not be.
Quick, get the calculator. We don't have time for the calculator in live games.
There's no time for the calculator for the players. There's no time for me to have the calculator. Yeah, Achilles, okay.
We should
Yeah, he can't really move out of range of this rider, but
is he
I'm
gonna?
not sure
Where can he go that's safe? I mean,
I think he wants to keep the rider as close as possible to his other units so that he can kind of retaliate. The problem is, anywhere he moves it, the 9 elf rider can kill and bounce far enough away that it's safe. Yeah, Neto goes ahead, grabs some quick vision before making his departure.
we got to keep track of the kills on these units. I know that's so important for riders because when you can get a veteran, it can really help.
Yeah, you have a brilliant bullet game against
Frosky,
yeah, where you weaponize those veterans.
Yeah.
You get like 4 promotions on the same turn.
Yeah, we got to do a replay of that one, actually.
Absolutely.
But
He's decided to go ahead and upgrade the city. So you're going to take a workshop explorer, alright. It does not retreat back into this east corner. There's no time for sulking.
It's all right.
Fantastic vision for him.
Yeah, good vision. Good vision. Could have been worse. Could have gone into the east and bounced around.
Yeah. Keeps his warrior in a safe spot. Yeah, Neto just really needs to grab another village here. I think he kind of split himself in the middle when he decided to take the ruin, but then attack Starlord's rider instead of going back for the village. If he'd gone all in, he would have gotten the capital siege and that would have been game. But instead, he ends up just not having a village for a second city for much longer than he rightly should. And I think it's causing a lot of problems for him just because, I mean, Starlord has more units on the map right now than Neto's even able to get. He's pushing out into this northwest city, which for a time looked like it was possible for Neto to grab. Though it's not without compensation as he just picks up farming now, which this city down there is absolutely beautiful. It is quite a tall order to get that to a giant. 27 stars worth of farms in that fruit.
Look at all those farms. I don't think I've every single... Okay, there's one fruit, but wow.
The fruit is actually really nice for him to have because getting a giant is 11 population. So with farms, that would have to be 6 farms, or 30 stars. But with the fruit there, it's down to only 27. It saves him some stars in the end.
And he can upgrade his capital with the fruit and the farm too. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, like, even taking into account the 5 stars back he gets on the upgrade to level 3, I'm sure he's not taking a wall there. It is still 22 stars that separate him and this city from a giant. We might see a giant come out around turn 11, depending on how many units Neto needs to train here. And how much he tries to fight against this middle village.
I mean, Neto's both of their economy is terrible, but Neto's is really lagging.
Yeah, it won't be that way for long though, because Starlord's going to plateau and hit a wall here. After he grabs this city, he can't upgrade it. I should hope that Neto keeps him off the middle village here.
You can
So
see
he's going to
Starlord-
cap out at what looks like 9 stars per turn until he picks up another tech.
You can see,
Whereas Neto has a lot more potential just with these city upgrades.
yeah, you can see Starlord was eyeing roads. We'll see what he gets from that ruin.
Yeah, stars, roads, farming, all be interesting to see. Alright.
You know, these 3 games we've seen Starlord really struggle with the time pressure. Neto's doing well. He seems very much in control of the time. Starlord is cutting it real close a few times.
Yeah, it seems like Neto's made some, gone off the strategy. It's about Oh, he doesn't kick him off the village? He just gives Starlord the middle village. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but...
Yeah, he could have hit... Well, I don't understand.
Oh, I'm confused by the road placements. He didn't need that one west of his capital.
Is he going to try to siege the capital? What's he doing?
Yeah. No, he's absolutely sieging the capital here.
But he can unsiege unless... Oh, he's going to try to block? Nah, it won't work.
Yeah, he does not have the... Okay, he does have everything to block. Never mind. I'm just,
Oh, he
forward
did it!
moding.
He pulled off the capital
Yeah,
snipe.
he resigns there.
Wow, I didn't see that
He
coming.
kind of just assumed that he was safe from that.
I didn't see that coming. Nice! Nice play by Starlord.
Alright. A Zebasi game. Another nice game. The next is Neto hosting. As Zebasi. The score is 2-1. This is match point. Good luck.
Well, it's best 3 of 5. So if Neto wins this, it ties it up, right? And if Starlord wins, then that's it. We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Yeah, we're seeing some very nice plays by them today. I'm pleased.
I'm very... he opens Elite Chess? Ollie isn't for me, too much RNG. I'm gonna start playing chess. My favorite part about this has almost certainly been watching them navigate their friends list. Oh my goodness, Neto is level 25?
Nice.
I felt confident and secure being level 15, but I don't know. But I wasn't level 15, I was level 18.
Level 25, the true champion here.
Reaper and I had a pleasant conversation about that. Alright, Zebasi time. Alright, it's a nice number of farms. Ooh, Tale of Two Cities, definitely.
You and your 2 cities, man.
So it does look vastly superior to have 4 farms to 2. However, it is not all too different. Just because upgrading to level 3 with 2 farms costs a great deal.
Yeah.
I'm assuming oftentimes you will see players wait until they get roads.
Right.
They're playing for riding roads. Well, this is fantastic. So playing right into it. No, I just wanted to comment on the strategy. You'll see oftentimes there are 2 approaches. You send your warriors in 2 different directions, or you send them both in the same. Neto sent them both in the same, hoping to find exactly this. He was behind on the move, but that lets... if he'd stepped on the village first, Starlord would have been able to kick him off the village here. But because he got stepped on the village first, Neto is able to send his 2 warriors, mobilize them, and take over this village. Neto's hopping out of the game, taking a little break in the pool.
But see, Starlord doesn't know. He sent his warrior the same direction. He doesn't know that Neto has another warrior in the back.
I mean, it seems like Neto might be able to tie things up this game, like, already. This is a very promising start for him. Like, having the 2 extra farms was not, like, game losing.
Right.
But just because Starlord has no other resources indicating a village up to the north, which is where he's going to have to go here. And that... he's got the rider.
Yeah.
The rider will not help him because this turn, anyways, because of the forest there. He is not going to be able to move to reach the village.
But he can stop Neto from claiming that middle village.
Neto will be able to capture, Starlord will be able to siege, and Neto will be able to unsiege with a combination of warrior and rider.
But yeah, you're right. The thing about having the extra farms is you're not going to spend 10 stars to get 5 back, so you might as well wait.
Yeah, and then after the level 3 part, having the 4th farm is not immediately advantageous. It does not get him another city level until late enough in the game where the difference in capital resources is much less severe.
But now can't Starlord take that away from him?
No, because of the forest blocking.
The forest is blocking him, and the mountains too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't reach it.
He can attack right now. The problem is, if he attacks with his warrior, trying to set up a siege with his rider, 1, Neto's 5 health warrior kills Starlord's, and 2, even if the rider sieges, Neto can unsiege. This seems very much like a repeat of the Imperious. Okay, if he moves his rider there and Neto just kills his warrior, no, it still works out because Neto Starlord can kill the 5 health warrior with his capital rider now. Long and short of it, however, after Neto captures, if he trains another rider on his capital, even if he gets sieged, he can unsiege. The only problem is, if Neto moves forward and kills this 5 health warrior now, if he does that, Starlord can block with his rider, which would block Neto from capital reach. Yeah, it doesn't end up happening though. So there's no avenue for a siege to hold for Starlord. He's going to... he's already struggling a ton in order to grab any other villages. And he goes for a doomed siege. This is kind of a motif with all the aggressive sieges.
This is a lot like the Imperius game where he sieges and sieges and sieges instead of, growing his own economy and finding villages. He's just trying to take villages from the other player. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about the aggressive plays. When they work out, like we've seen a couple times from Starlord, they're absolutely brilliant and turn into these crushing victories. But when they don't work out, and he gets, he isn't able to take the second city because Neto played a little conservatively, sending both his warriors that direction, he just ends up having his 1 capital and only being able to train half as many units as Neto. And Neto just absolutely bodies him.
Yeah, in the long run. In the long run, the economy pays off. But if you can go aggressive in the beginning, it can work too.
It's a kind of like his strategy is gambling or just flipping a coin.
Well, the key is to pick a strategy and stick to it. The problem is when you try to, like, you start out with one and then go to the other, that's usually failure.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. I think there's just something to be said of looking at your strategy. Like, here, was Starlord really able to pivot into something other than trying to, like, play aggressively for this middle city? Not really, but I don't think he should have done it anyways, because it, like, I think he should have known that it does not work.
But like you said, what are the other avenues? He was blocked by mountains, and he doesn't have a close village. Like, that other village in the north is far away.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he went for the middle in the first place, but it's just that strategy he took in the beginning didn't work out, and he didn't really have much to do after that. Something really terrible for him too is that with that population ruin, the differences in farms is making a huge difference here.
I saw that.
Neto has enough for a giant now.
The population
like no
ruin,
roads necessary, no other techs.
Yeah, that population room was really lucky.
Let's see what happens here in the north now that Starlord has secured it, though.
And he's gonna get a
Still
ruin.
Playing to his, like, playing to how he will play every game. Rider roads, aggressively, like, getting his units out on the map as quickly as possible. Yes, population.
Woo! Population! Let's go! That's
The level 3 there is very nice, letting him trade more units. Had he the 2 more farms and able to get his own giant, maybe things would be looking a little different, but
Starlord
it is still looking rough for him. Let's see what he can do.
He's out of time.
He ran out of time before being able to take an upgrade on his city.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Starlord keeps cutting it too close, and now we see it finally bit him.
Yeah, he's going to get this siege here and get blocked. The rider was definitely not the play there.
He's just scrambling for time. He just didn't have the time.
Can Neto siege up there? No, he's short a road.
But is that it? Because I don't see
no, Starlord does have enough stars to make the 3 roads he needs to get his rider in range and unsiege on his capital. But I mean, the problem is he has 2 stars after this.
Right?
His capital's being swarmed and surrounded. Even if this position stabilizes, he doesn't immediately look that.
He can't come back from that. Yep.
He fought valiantly, but
he did. Ooh, so
it's all tied up into the final game.
So exciting.
And what is the final tribe? Oh goodness, Xin-xi. Some people desperately want me to say Chin, but I refuse. Absolutely. The thing that's got me, though, about it is that some people will act like pronouncing it incorrectly is, like, somehow offensive.
It is offensive to imaginary square people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I didn't know, like, you hated East Asians, funny. Why don't you say Xin-xi? And it's like, what?
Alright, let's look at this game. What's happening here? A lot of mines.
So, something interesting to keep in mind about Xin resources. Whenever you see a mountain that doesn't have a mine, there is no village by it. Xin not only has a 100% metal rate on mountains inside their city borders, they have a 140% rate. What's the difference, you might ask? Outside of the city borders are just 1/3 of what they are inside city borders.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what? How can you have more than 100% of resources?
Yeah, so we see that the outside their city borders and around cities, they have higher than the 1/3 rate you would expect for just 100%. The important thing to note is both players see a mountain without any metal on it, and they can know there's no village there.
There's no village
So while
adjacent, right?
going southwest might look attractive for Neto, it also going southwest might also look attractive to get on those mountains and get vision for Starlord. There are no villages by those mountains. Oftentimes, though, with a tribe like Xin, which struggles with economy, ruins are more valuable early on, especially if they give popper stars, than villages. So you might just go there and get the vision anyways. This is looking rough for Starlord. Neto has a village. It doesn't have any mountains, but he does have the capacity for hunting. Hunting and getting archers, very effective for Xin,
Yeah,
especially on Tiny.
yeah. Hunting is really.
What's your opponent going to do? Get giants and swordsmen. What do swordsmen and giants hate? Getting pinged away at by archers.
Archers.
As well as these 2 ruins that Neto has. So I would be sure he gets hunting here.
They both took hunting. Yep. That's pretty typical.
And the thing about Starlord is, like, just what we were talking about, it looks like no village up in the north for a while anyways. He isn't going to be able to fight Neto for this ruin. Had he gone southwest, like I was talking about, just give vision, maybe like hope for a ruin. There was that ruin there. He maybe could have taken Neto off there. This might be really fast, depending on what the ruin gives. Sure, it could give fishing, but Star's population, a veteran swordsman that close to his capital.
Well, and Neto's gonna get 2 ruins a little bit later.
Yeah.
Oh, swords! No, what? Did he get a sword? He did, right? Yes, sword. Because it pushed the warrior.
Yeah, this is looking rough. Neto has vision on that capital. He actually has a second city. Like, this would not be game over, for sure. It's just that, like, he has a monumental defensive task here. And he has no cities that are anywhere near his capital to train units from.
Yeah.
To, like, help out supporting that.
Those other villages are really far from... Are this how many tiles? 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's far.
Yeah, I think there might be a village over in the east. Like, those might be farm tiles.
Yeah.
But...
there could be one in the east corner. It's not impossible.
I mean, his problem is... like,
there's nothing.
There's nothing
it's
there,
empty.
Yeah. Okay. The problem is he can't take the city, but he'll only have 2 warriors to use to defend his capital from a swordsman and a warrior.
He's population
as well as whatever else Neto throws into his path.
Oh, but once he captures that village, then he won't be pop capped.
Yeah, he can train another. Goes for an explorer. I think he definitely needed a workshop.
There is a village.
An explorer is nice when you're attacking and expanding, but like, okay, he's reacting in shock to the swordsman, but he should have known that it was a swordsman that pushed the warrior there.
Yeah, from the push.
I guess if you're not paying too close attention, that can look just the same as moving east, but...
Once again, Starlord cutting it close on time.
Okay, he gets 2 kind of perfect ruins. He does not have enough for 2 roads. He's 1 star short of getting 2 roads for his to just siege right away. So, unfortunately for Neto, he's going to have to wait an entire 1 turn before the swordsman is... Neto is, of course, sobbing at this. Starlord is, I hope, relieved.
Neto's like, oh, I can go to sleep, thank God.
So, if Starlord has any hope of dealing with a swordsman, I don't think he can stop a siege, like, even with a wall. And he has to be able to kill or, like, unsiege whatever sieges him, which would... The biggest problem would be that swordsman. He can get 2 attacks on it now, which means he only has to attack it with 3 warriors after that. He can't just not have anything on his capital to delay a siege by 1 turn. The problem is the riders will bounce in.
You can tell he's thinking about, what am I going to do? He left it
and
open.
He just doesn't have the time.
He left it open, though. He delayed.
Leaving it open, I think Neto can just kill that warrior. Yeah, get by roads and siege with his
he didn't
rider
kill the warrior.
here.
He didn't kill it. He just weakened them.
Yeah, I think... I don't see a way that Starlord unsieges this. I think
he brought
that
in
is
a rider.
the end.
Oh, he brought in a rider. There it is. Wow, so Neto is our grand champion?
Well, you never know. They are still playing.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I wonder what
anything could happen in the... He resigns. Oh my goodness. I for one am shocked.
Wow. Okay. Good job, Neto. Well played.
What a series. Congratulations to Netognos.